Aloha everyone from Hawaii. We're going to start with some shoulders. You're going to start with a pec deck. I have 5 pounds in my hands. We're going to reel it into an anterior delt, feeling the tops of the shoulders, to a rear delt. Open, we're just warming up those arms nice and fast over to the side. Then we're going to take it to a bicep curl and a lunge back, using the tube on a little fence right here to a squat and a row back. Still warming the body up, sitting up nice and tall. Pull those elbows back, squeeze your upper back, pull your abs in. Then we're going to take it over to a bent over lat pull. You can tell that I'm pulling it rather fast, just warming up those lats, pulling it back. And then we're going to take it to a chest press and a lunge. Make sure that that knee stays above the ankle, to an overhead tricep extension. Again, keeping these rather fast. You can slow it down by doing more reps if you choose. To a chest press, keeping those abs in, bringing those arms in front, and giving yourself a big hug in the front. To a lunge with a hammer curl. Arms come up, taking the legs down. Then we're going to pulse it down for about 8. Once we're down, we're going to take it to a bent over fly. You're kind of leaning forward and getting those arms behind you. Changing legs to a bicep curl and a lunge. Pulsing it down while you're in that deep lunge, bending forward into the fly position, keeping those arms to the back and squeezing your upper back. Then we're going to take it to a lunge with a hammer curl, lifting that leg back behind you, squeezing your glute. If you have a short space, you can do them just in place. And make sure you balance. We're going to kick that leg back, lunging forward, hammer, and a little bit of a tricep back. Then we're going to move it into a deadlift, a row, and a kick back and an up. Bending over, kicking back, bending, dropping from the dead. So deadlift, bend to the row, kick back, drop the arms and stand it up. Then we're going to take it to a figure 8. This is with a light kettlebell. You want to keep those feet right underneath the hips into the squat, reaching that arm into an anterior delt, into abs. We're going to start with the side plank tilt twist. You want to do anywhere between 8, 10, and 12 of these. Go ahead and take that elbow over. Make sure you're balanced with your feet. If you need to drop down to that lower leg, go ahead and do so. We're going to then take it over into a taller plank, bringing it in for those mountain climbers. You can cross the knees or cross your body, or bring the knees over towards your elbows. Then we're going to take it into a crunch series right here. Crunch it up anywhere between 20, 8, 10, 20, to a lifted leg crunch right here. Make sure you're really tightening those abs. Straight into bicycle kicks. Opposite elbow, opposite knee, nice and slow for those obliques and abductor muscles. Pulling in now to a reverse curl. Lift those feet up into the air and really squeeze those abs. Then we're going to take it into a throw down. Make sure that those legs come down, lifting up, still into a little bit of a reverse curl here. If it bothers your back, please do bend your knees. Again, moving rather quickly through these. We're going to move into now a dip off of a little step right here. You want to make sure that those hands are really close to the shoulder width. You're going to drop it down after about 8 or 10 of those and double time it. Then we're going to take it into a knee squat shoulder press, getting those arms up over your head, pressing those weights together at the top to another pec deck. This time we're going a little bit more deep into these. We already warmed those shoulders up, keeping those elbows in, squeezing what's called the axillary muscle, otherwise known right as the armpit. Then to an anterior delt, you're going to squeeze those arms up. You guys are sitting back. If the knees bother you, make sure you double up on your mat. Squeeze those arms to shoulder height. This I call the wingspan. You're going to press those hands up toward the sky, working those shoulders right into that medial delt, really pushing through. Then we're going to take it into some more lunges. I thought the scenery was beautiful. Just working through those lunges into the grass or wherever you are. Then we're going to take it into a slow and steady stretch. Go ahead and take it into down dog. Walk the feet out. Press the heels down. Press all the way through. Take a big deep breath in. And then an upward facing dog. Get a good stretch in. And that's it. Be fit.